Let me just see the phone. Hey. Alright guys, this is Marcus at Systems Training Center, Krav Maga instructor. We're going to teach you guys how to disarm someone who pulls a gun on you, and then we're going to talk about a knife. Alright, so take it away.
So the first thing with a gun to realize, if you look at crash course on the gun, line of fire comes out the muzzle, you got to slide it. This is semi-automatic. In this case, the gun was behind his back, and when he was reaching for it, I don't know what weapon is back there. It's not like in the movies when I see that thing coming around his back, I know it's going to be a gun or a knife. I know it's a weapon. If I'm a little bit earlier, I might strike at the same time, just because I want to make sure he doesn't think so much about this, and obviously an open shot towards the face is going to change the course of action. However, if you watch police officers, what's the first thing they tell you? They tell you to put your hands up. Why? Because hands kill. And I'm not sure what this is. So when this comes around, personally, I want two hands in this. Just because I want to make sure that whatever he's bringing out from here, it could be a screwdriver, knife, in this case a gun. I want two hands in this. From here I could potentially headbutt. And then from this position, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this weapon away from me across, because I want to stay away from that line of fire. Once I'm out of the line of fire, I never want to step back into the line of fire. If we turn 180 degrees, from this position, I'm going to move forward a little bit and let this hand slide down to the weapon. Now if you look, I got my elbows in front of my body, and it's almost like I'm cradling a baby. This way it makes it very hard for him to put the line of fire back on me. From this position, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the front part, the muzzle, and I'm going to drive it over the web between his thumb and his index finger. This way, it makes it very hard to hold on to the weapon, yet I'm not getting closer to that line of fire. From this position, I have the gun. I'm going to step off and strike. Now, I know nothing about this weapon, right? It could be loaded, it could be fake, it could be not working. I might not be willing to use a weapon on someone else. I can still use it as an impact weapon. I can strike with this way, I can pistol whip. One thing I will not do, well, you see movies as well, I won't turn it and do this, because now I'm back into the line of fire again. So that's handling a gun. Questions?
No, it sounds good. And try with the knife.
Cool. Here, same thing, I'm coming down, I've got two hands on the weapon. But I recognize that this is not a gun, but a knife. From this position, I can transition. I got good grip on the hand. Again, I can utilize the headbutt. From here, I can let go one hand if I feel like I have a good grip. And I want to stretch him out. I want distance between that hand and his body, because here, he's at his weakest. In here, he's a lot stronger. In this position, I can kick through the groin, knee to the midsection. If I feel that I need to take the weapon away, personally, a lot of times this is enough. I can stay here and strike and strike and strike until the point where he can't continue fighting. However, if he has a couple of friends with him, or where I have to move, law enforcement officers, they have to take this out of the hand, right? So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to step back, I'm going to drive his pinky out, and the base of my hand, with the heel of my hand, I'm going to strike towards his knuckles. By doing so, it's going to open up his hand, and then I'm going to rake that knife out of his hand. If I feel necessary, I can strike back with the knife, or I can take this and move out of the situation. So that's the difference between a gun or a knife. Gun, obviously, have to watch the line of the fire. A knife or a screwdriver, any type of a sharp object, I have to watch not even so much a slicing motion, except for when it's to the throat, but more so a punch wound. So going up this way or come around this way. Ultimately, I want my hands on his arm before he can come around and do danger. That's why in any situation where you have that situation, that fight or flight moment, where can I get out of this situation? As soon as someone's reaching for something, light might not be as bright as it is in here. It's not like in the movies where you go, oh, it's a knife, it's a gun. You don't have time to react to that. You just have to go for that hand that has the weapon. Again, another option with the knife, if I feel like I'm early enough, right when this is coming around, I can strike at the same time. Then from here, I can go straight into this position and strike. And then do the takeaway. But again, it's pros and cons with everything that we do, right? In this case, it puts me a little bit more at safety, because I got two hands on the weapon, which is great, but I haven't done any damage to him, right? Most likely, his reaction is going to be, whoa, my weapon, this is what's important to him, this is what's valuable to him, right? But at the same time, if he comes around here and I strike at the same time, the good thing about this is now he's not thinking so much about this as the strike that's coming towards his face. Cool?
Awesome.
Comments?
Yeah, no,
Questions?
sounds good. Sounds good to me. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Make sure if you're in the area of Hawthorne, check out Systems Training Center for Krav Maga and mixed martial arts. And until next time, make sure you subscribe to get the fight tips before your opponent does. You want to link your Instagram or website?
@SystemsTC.
All right, guys. Links will be in the description below, so you can check that out. See you next time.